Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with the no-skill strategy that is dominating the Clash Royale meta. This is currently the best deck in the game, and without using your brain, you can put all of your opponents to shame. When you defend with a Sparky or Mini Pekka and gain an elixir advantage, you simply drop a Goblin Giant right in front, rage it up, arrow and zap away your opponent's distractions, and win the match. The brute force of the Goblin Giant and raw stats are extremely overpowered. And in my opinion, it's the strongest card in the game that isn't an evolution. Right now, the number 8 and tons of people in the top 200 are playing this deck. And every pro is complaining about it, saying it's way too strong for how simple it is to play. Goblin Giant Sparky angers everyone you match into because it's absolutely unfair. It's time to rage our way up the ranks and assert dominance. Lots of love to everyone that's using credit code SirTag to make all the daily videos possible. Hey, this guy's gonna have the Recruits banner, one of my favorite cards in Clash Royale. But he's also got @LavaHound in his name, so maybe it's gonna spontaneously LavaHound in the back? I don't know. I can Sparky right now, and the game plan with Sparky is you can Goblin Giant to kite units into your Sparky if you go in for the Goblin Giant here. Like, this Knight is going to get out of sight real soon. So it's fun to have this happen, because as you guys can see, he just wasted 3 elixir, giving us kind of like a half-off Goblin Giant. Wait, if I Mega Minion, is that smart? I think so. We can kill his Mega Minion that way, and then protect our Sparky a little bit more. Also, we can rage this up. Yo, he lost his Electro Wizard. What? No way! That's ridiculous. That's awesome, actually. That made me really happy to see that. I could have zapped, but I think it was a little bit better for us to go for a Knight for 1 less elixir. We could have zapped and, you know, still had to deal with the Dark Prince. With the Knight, we're going to get counter push. We're going to get that evolution a little bit faster. We're chilling. We're having a good time. Actually, we wouldn't have had to deal with the Dark Prince. I think the Sparky would have obliterated it. I still think cycling the Knight is a better play. Not because I just did it, but because it gave us some damage too for 1 more elixir. And the evolution is always a vibe. Anyway, we know that the guy's gonna have Electro Wizard with a Dark Prince and a Knight. So it's kind of screaming Graveyard, but no, he's really running the exact same deck as me, I guess. But with Electro Wizard instead. Interesting. Never thought someone would run such a similar strategy. Copying from me. Obviously not, I'm just memeing around. But everyone is running Goblin Giant Sparky right now, so it does make sense. We're gonna lose that Sparky to Electro Wizard, unfortunately. So I guess we can't cycle lone Sparkies in this matchup because Homie is going to have Electro Wizard, which is going to make it way more troublesome and problematic for us to break through if he separates our stuff and plays intelligently like he just did. So, oh man, do I go Goblin Giant in the back because I really learned that I can't Sparky because he'll Goblin Giant other side? At least the Goblin Giant can be a strong independent Wing Condition, unlike the Sparky. So, we'll see what we can do. Now we have Mini Pekka for his Sparky counter, I guess, if he decides to go in for like an aggressive play on the other side. And, you know, I do like this a little bit more. I go Sparky in the right. We blast the Mini Pekka. I can Mini Pekka on the left-hand side because we know he doesn't have Mini Pekka in cycle. Then we can evolve Knight with the Sparky and have a weird push going. I don't know if this is going to work, but I want it to work so bad. Also, we're going to go Goblin Giant here as well, and we're going to pull back the majority of his stuff. I think the Sparky blasts the Mini Pekka and it's dead. That's really nice. And then we can rage it all up. Wait, this is working so much better than I thought it would. This is actually hilarious. Look at the evolved Knight. It's a superior Goblin Giant, apparently. No way. Is that going to hit the tower again? Okay, no, it hit the Dark Prince instead. That's still pretty funny. We're going to have to cycle the Knight left-hand side because that's where I think he's going to go. If he doesn't, it's totally fair and balanced for us to go in for another Goblin Giant at the river and then rage it up and use Zap on top of his Sparky because he's going to have to go Sparky since he doesn't have the right card cycle here, right? Yeah, we're going to go for a Zap and a Rage and an Arrows. Do we kill the Mini Pekka? No way. Oh my gosh. That straight up felt illegal. That's ridiculous. We killed a Mini Pekka on our opponent's side of the map. That actually just happened. You know what? We're going to spell cycle you. And it's hitting harder than a fireball right now. So if you play into a Sparky deck with Electro Wizard, if you've got the trifecta of spells, you're going to have way more finishing potential than them. I'm absolutely astonished that we broke through a Mini Pekka and dealt over 1,000 damage in that last couple seconds. Mini Pekka is supposed to be one of the best counters to Goblin Giant in the game. Instead of flipping pancakes, that Mini Pekka got flattened. This guy has got a Miner banner, and he is just completely capturing the spirit of the Miner and hiding underground, refusing to cycle a single thing. Oh, never mind. Dude goes in for a vigorous amount of spam here. We are going to go for a Zap to reset the Prince's charge and destroy all of the Goblins. So overall, not trash, but not great. We got a good elixir trade against the Goblin Gang and the Prince because he dropped an accumulative 8 elixir, and I dropped 5 on defense. That's the power of using your tower to help everything out. Oh, those rascals are going to be annoying. I'm gonna give him a well played because I think that is a smart strategy to drop the Rascals and like drop them in a spot where the Sparky only blasts a thick boy. Not necessarily the easiest thing in the world, but the Prince and also the Rascals are out of cycle, so I really want a mini Pekka, and then I want to make something happen with the Rage as well. Because it's essentially a free Rage. Oh my gosh! No way! That Prince got deleted and yeeted. He's got Goblin Gang, that's it. Oh, he just left. He didn't want to go Goblin Gang because he knew I had arrows, so he just dipped out of the game. The fact that the Prince got yeeted out of the game that fast by the mini Pekka just feels uncanny. It feels unreal to have that happen. And now, we're running away with a Miraculous Steal, snagging the 3 crown. This Goblin Giant Sparky deck is built different, making opponents rage quit in seconds. Even before double elixir hits, he's hitting us up with a King Tower activation with the zap. We zapped our opponent's mental, and we're already on to the next one. Hey, we gotta give me this lunatic. So, hopefully he's gonna go loony right now as soon as he sees the Goblin Giant and runs away, because this thing is scary. Also, he's got like a disco-themed King Tower and like Princess Towers. Kind of annoying how it's shiny. I don't like that, man. Get away from me with that. Oh, if we rage, we just zap and kill the... Okay, we don't even have to. The Goblin Giant's going to kill everything by itself. The Thanos Goblin Giant is so overpowered. It's literally going to take the entire tower. Dude, what the heck? You legitimately lost 3/4 of your tower to 1 card. That is incredible. After you dropped, you know, 8 elixir on defense, casually still losing your entire tower. Yeah, the thing might need a little bit of a nerf supercell. Just a little bit. So, Lumberjack, and it's got to be a Golem deck, right? Lumberjack, and yeah, there it is. Skeleton Dragon screams Golem, so he's probably going to have Electro Dragon, which is not ideal for us. Typically, what we would like to go is Mini Pekka, and then get the Electro Dragon, and then Sparky really far back, so then we force a Tornado out of him. But there's no doubt in my mind he's going to Electro Dragon on this. Can we kill it, though, with Mega Minion? Is there any chance? Is there any shot? Okay, that Rage was fundamentally awful, but we're not going to talk about it. Oh, is it going to reset? Oh, I was so optimistic that the Golem was going to push back the Sparky far enough that the Skeleton Dragons would retarget onto the Mini Pekka Knight. I was going to be like, we got this. Light work. Also, slightly scared right now. I'm going to eat the Skeleton Dragons. I'm going to go in for a Goblin Giant, and we're going to go directly into a Lumberjack and Tornado. And that's going to be 7 elixir from our opponent. So overall, not a terrible trade. If we arrows on the Lumberjack to finish it off a little bit faster, we might be able to take out the entire tower too. At least I'm hoping for it. I need one more. I need one more. Okay. We zap, it does kill the tower, so that's worth, right? We're also zapping on top of Elixir Collector, so it's like 2-for-1 trade, maybe? I don't know. So, we have to defend this with a Mini Pekka Evolved Knight. Evolved Knight is built like a Elixir Collector. It's an endless source of value, so I do vibe with that. So, that's the game plan right now. We're going to go Mini Pekka, we're going to go for Evolved Knight to tank for the Skeleton Dragons. Then we're going to go in for this, and then we're going to rage it all up. I wonder if he loses all the air cards to that 1 Mega Minion. The Flying Mini Pekka. Let's go, baby. No way. That defense was clean. He had such a huge elixir advantage. Homie had collectors for days, and he still couldn't collect the damage that he needed. All right. All we have to do is hold the door one more time. So we're going to set up a Sparky. He's going to go Electro Dragon, and he's not going to be able to break through if we play this well enough. We want to isolate our stuff. Knight in front. Sparky, you're going to get protected by this Knight, right? And then we can go in for a Mega Minion off to the side. We can rage it all up. And if we just melt the Golem, we're going to be melting this man's mental too. I think we got it. We're going to arrows on the Skeleton Dragons. We're going to zap them as well. Let's go! That gets me so fired up winning these games. I know, it's a mobile game. I shouldn't get this excited about it. But defending that insane amount of elixir thrown at me when I'm down that amount, man, Mini Pekka and Sparky hit hard. And when you can get a Mega Minion on top of an Electro Dragon or Skeleton Dragons, the cost efficiency is crazy. And we have a supercharged win streak of 9 matches in a row, putting us all the way at like 9,100 in the world exactly. If you're trying to push up fast, this Sparky deck shoots up the ranks. Yo, the guy's got the sleeping baby dragon. Hopefully he's sleeping on the job. Sparky is ready to steal your towers when you're least expecting it. So I want to go in for a Knight in the back and say goodnight to the tower, give him the slumber party experience, and it's not happening. He's going to go for Knight in the back as well. So I guess they're going to have a goodnight kiss together. Hugging it out, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I would love to go in for a big Goblin Giant push. Oh, the Knight didn't cross the river. Wow, they really are meeting each other halfway. A true relationship, a true partnership. We'll see what we can do. So Poison, Knight, and Tesla screams Graveyard at me. So we're playing against a Graveyard deck. Is really... Wait, he's got Electro Spirit, though. I'm so confused. Oh, it's Minor Poison. All right. I see you, sir. We could rage that up this cycle, but I also want to have enough elixir for a mini pekka on the miner, and then immediately go for a knight at the river, and then rage it up afterward. That's slightly more fun, but it's not going to happen here. Is he going to go for miner as soon as we go for mini pekka? We can cover all of our bases with our mini pekka and then knight. I wonder if this is worth it. I really want to rage up a mini pekka knight just for the memes, if anything. I wonder if it will work. He's going to miner. Oh, yo, he's not ready for this. He's going to get destroyed. The mini pekka is 100% locking on the tower. He didn't believe that was a true win condition. You better believe it, bro. He got torn apart there. That was awesome. Torn apart. Anyway, we can go for a Goblin Giant, and then we can go mini pekka again because the Royal Delivery is out of cycle. It is so difficult to defend this when you're down elixir without the proper card cycle. I have to get back to like Goblins or something, but if we got Zap, we should be able to power our way through. Oh, it's got the Evolved Knight. Does that still die to a mini pekka? No way. That's crazy. We can rage it up as well, so mini pekka gets extra hits. We're able to finish off the Goblin with the rage. Yo. This deck is breaking through Goblin, Electro Spirit, Royal Delivery defense with a Tesla. I am in awe that it's working this well. This guy's got Phantom Blood, but we are like a shark in the water, and we are swimming close to him at a point that he's probably spooked a little bit. Halloween's around the corner, and we're Jaws. So I wonder if we can go in for a Mega Minion here, and then he's going to poison Royal Delivery. He's just going to unleash everything he has, because he sees the Evolved Knight, and he's like, I am not losing to that today. Or maybe he is anyway. Especially if we can rage it up. Can we get the Spear Goblins nearby? Spear Goblins are about to lock onto the tower. He had to go for another knight. He was barely able to defend with one of the most defensive decks I've ever seen in my life. That was pretty funny. So if we just arrows, zap, rage, we're going to gradually do like around 300 to 400 damage to his tower every single time that we spell cycle. So overall, it's not a bad transaction. We can just keep flinging spells at him maybe. Yeah, I'm going to go for my arrows right now. I'm hoping that the Goblin Giant locks onto his tower. Yep, it did. So he was expecting the Tesla to be able to tank for the Goblin Giant, but because he didn't want to drop his goblins or any like distractions that would get arrowed, he was waiting for that for as long as possible. And then since we melted the Tesla before he was expecting, he didn't have anything to stop the Goblin Giant from locking onto his tower. My man was playing a dangerous game with his bait cards, and he waited too long, and then we ate the bait alive. Along with his tower too. Our shark push of the Goblin Giant snacks on everything. And Goblin Giant Sparky just continues to go up ranks to 6,400 in the world. Hey, AQ, what's up? Are you gonna be running Archer Queen, or is that an abbreviation for something different? I don't know. Okay, all right. He's laughing a lot, and he's immediately gonna go Barbarians in the back. So we're giving him some love and maybe, you know, calm down his craziness factor. The pig emote. Okay, are you running Royal Hogs? What are you trying to do? We're playing a big game of Pictionary. Oh, okay. Not what we wanted to see. You know what? Maybe it is fine. What if I just kite it connivingly into our Sparky, and then we crush his Elixir Golem utilizing our mini pekka? This could be massive value. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm working with it. Goblin Gang? Are you gonna drop it? Yes, I knew it. I've played against this deck way too much. It's built into my DNA to destroy it. All right, we're gonna go for a knight in the right-hand side, and we're gonna get counter push on both sides. I think he's already toasted and roasted, my dudes. There's no way he stops the 3 crown. Get out of my game, Elixir Golem. Yes, sir. We are speedrunning 3 crowns today because this deck, it does not take any of the silliness of the meta. It spits out the dirty Elixir Golem decks instantly. All you have to do is know how to defend with your Sparky and mini pekka, and kiting the supporting cards directly into the Sparky, that pays off in a massive way. If I didn't kite the Barbarians and Night Witch, our mini pekka would have 100% died. The bats would have devoured our mini pekka and the tower, and that outcome would have looked totally different. Once you secure the right strategies with Sparky, you're just going to be pushing up the leaderboards insanely quickly. Electrocuting all of our opponents, we've pushed up to 5,700 in the world. All right, we got a game against Mr. Vegas. So he's going to be cycling something in the back soon, right? Oh, that is not a card that we'd like to see, but we love when it's cycled because we want that out of hand. So then our offense gets out of hand for our opponent to defend. Just because he doesn't have recruits in cycle and it's getting blasted by our Sparky, it allows us the ability to go in for a Goblin Giant and feel relatively confident about our push. Also, if we make sure that all of his stuff goes directly into us and we sacrifice our tower, we might be able to 3-crown him right now. Sometimes you have to acknowledge the fact that it's going to be relatively hard for you to defend. And if you don't try to defend and your opponent can't 3-crown you and you can 3-crown them, that's generally the best option available. So I'm going to go and catapult a knight here. And then I'm going to go in for either a Mega Minion or like a Zap, or, I mean, he might just die because if the Sparky stays alive, that's going to be derpy for him to try to stop. Yeah, no, he's dead. It's over. I recognize no recruits in cycle. There's no way that he could enlist a defense, especially after dropping a bandit and a ram rider. The guy was definitely way too desperate to try to get me to defend, and that's just against my religion. When we're playing Sparky Goblin Giant, we only know how to do offense. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an amazing rest of your day.